Channels in your niche are pulling in millions of views with simple videos. They're using specific patterns that you can steal, and I'm going to show you how you can feed any winning channel into NotebookLM and let it generate original scripts and videos in minutes. This is completely free and you're not copying anything. So the first step is to reverse engineer what's already working, because the best creators aren't guessing. They're studying what already works and using AI to replicate the structure. And here's a great example from Nick Invests. So basically, this is a personal finance channel and it's only been around for about a year, but they already have 129,000 subscribers. The channel's monetized. It's doing anywhere between $8,000 to $25,000 per month off the YouTube partner program. And the videos are really simple, but really effective. And this works in any niche, by the way. It doesn't have to be personal finance. And this success isn't random. It's based on repeatable patterns, hooks, structures, and storytelling formats. And we can reverse engineer these channels by using a free tool called NotebookLM by Google. Now, if you follow this channel, you will know that I've covered this in previous videos, but this is the first time I'm going to use it to create a faceless channel. The second step is to find your own channel's blueprint, because you need one channel that's really successful and is doing what you want to do. Then you extract everything that's working. So for this example, I'm going to use Nick Invests, and what I've done is I've gone ahead and sorted by popular, because I only want videos and I want to replicate successful videos that have about 100,000 or more views. And so you can see that it's all of these here, but extracting the URLs manually is going to take me some time. So I'm going to go and download this web extension called Grab It. It's freely available for your Chrome web browser. And then what you want to do is you want to select every single video that you want to use as a source for your own channel. So you can see here, I'm going to go down and select everything that has 100,000 or more views, because that's all I care about. And so that takes me about up to this line here. Now what Grab It will do is it will actually copy those links into my clipboard. The next step for you is to head over to NotebookLM, create a new notebook, and then you want to add the sources. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to paste the copy text, and you can see here that it's pasted all of those videos. I'm going to hit insert, and then it's going to insert these sources on the left hand side here. Once you hit submit, it's now pulling in all the videos that I've copied on the left hand side here where it says select all sources. Now since I'm using vidIQ for my own YouTube research, it's actually going to pull that in as well. But that's fine, because we can actually delete all of that from our source material. And you go to the three dots on the left here, and it says there's an option for remove all failed sources. So I click on that, and that's removed everything from vidIQ. So now we only have the best videos from Nick Invests, which is absolutely perfect, because now I'm going to use NotebookLM's AI to help me generate my own content that's based off this. Now, if you're doing this for multiple channels in different niches, make sure you label your notebooks correctly and do every single piece of research in its own container. So if you have a channel for finance, just create a finance notebook. If it's a self-help, create a self-help notebook and keep the data separate. Do not use one notebook to do all of your research. Step 3 is analyzing patterns, because NotebookLM doesn't just store videos. It breaks down exactly why they work. Because remember, Notebook is a part of Google's AI platform, which means that it uses Gemini 3 and it's all completely free. And just like any other AI platform, we can prompt it and ask it questions. Analyze this channel's structure, hooks, audience retention, any type of mechanism that's making it successful, and also give me thumbnail ideas. Let's hit submit. And now you can see that it's actually analyzing the source information, the links that I pasted inside of this notebook. It's examining channel dynamics, and no other platform can do this, because remember, Google also owns YouTube. So they are going to have unprecedented access into YouTube videos. And it gives you like an overview, like a summary of what this channel is about, which you obviously know because I found this channel and I've been following it, so I know exactly what it's about. But the important point here is that the AI knows, and it's given us a channel structure and scripting formula. And this is absolute gold. It's specifically like the 3M anxiety hook. So NotebookLM knows that almost every video begins with a rhetorical question targeting a specific financial insecurity or relatable pain point. This is brilliant. I mean, the channel I know is good, right? Because I follow it, I watch their videos, but this gives me unprecedented insights and data into why it's working. And remember, they can, quote unquote, read or watch these videos, right? Because YouTube has access to transcripts, which can be fed into NotebookLM through these sources. And it even gives us examples of what Nick is doing in this scripting, the types of examples, the types of breakdowns that he's using. A lot of it is fear-based, and I understand that because that's very common for this industry. And videos that go viral use this a lot. It's got hooks and intro strategy. So anybody who creates any type of video content, you know that the first 30 seconds is the most important part of your video. And this gives you access into why it's working for Nick's channel. I remember this works with any channel, right? I'm just using Nick as an example for this video. And so we've got audience retention mechanisms, which is probably the most important part of any video content. And then scrolling down, we've got title and thumbnail ideas. And again, remember, Notebook has access to YouTube, and YouTube has access to all the best performing titles and thumbnails. Now, I don't have conclusive proof on this, but if I was to make an educated guess, I would say that Gemini sits on a ton of YouTube data. So it's not going to give you specific examples of titles that work, but it knows which titles work, the structures, the formats. And remember, NotebookLM is built on Gemini, which sits on all of this data. But the most important part of this video is that NotebookLM is providing you all this data from the 28 videos videos that I copied and pasted from Nick Invest. There's literally zero hallucination opportunities here. And you can see that in the actual citations. Anytime NotebookLM comes back with anything in the chat, it's actually got a link that you can check and you can manually review this. And this is based off all of these videos here. So this one is 24, this one's of 25, this is video 13, and so on and so forth. And this is why NotebookLM is so powerful for this specific strategy. There isn't another AI platform on the planet that can do this in this much detail. Step number 4 is generating original ideas and scripts. So now you go from study mode into creation mode without copying a single line. This time I'm going to ask NotebookLM to give me 10 video ideas. Use this source data and give me 10 video ideas that I can use for my own finance YouTube channel. Let's hit submit and see what it comes back with. And so based on the source material that I've given it from Nick Invest, it's given me all of these 10 channel ideas and also like the overall concept. So the first one is buy, borrow, die tax loophole, which I think is very clever actually. The title is really cool. And the concept is to explain the specific mechanism the wealthy use to pay virtually zero taxes legally, contrasting it with the average worker's tax burden. That's actually a great strategy because taxes are very polarizing. And the hook is, what if I told you there's a strategy that allows wealthy people to live like kings while paying virtually zero taxes and it's completely legal? I mean, that's brilliant. I think that's a great hook. It's definitely going to get attention and it's perfect for this industry. And I've got 10 of these ideas. And remember, you can go it, one step further. So you can go and ask NotebookLM to give you a, title variation. So you can say, give me 3 titles for each of these video ideas, write a, 200-word description and give me some thumbnail ideas and formats. And NotebookLM is demonstrating how it generates ideas that mirrors successful patterns but remains original. So once you're happy with the outputs, just pick one video idea and let's generate a script of it. So I'm going to copy the first one, the buy, borrow, die tax loophole. Take this video idea and generate a 12-minute video script. I'm going to paste the idea and let's see what it comes back with. Now I've left all these sources to be checked because I want the video script to use the best of every single video that I've copied in here. And remember, these have 100,000 or more views. So we already know that they're successful. Now, obviously the video script is not going to be 100% accurate. As you can see here that it says the visual of Nick sitting in a casual setting, looking directly at the camera. And that's obviously going to be personalized and modified for your own channel, but you kind of get the overall drift, right? It even gives you visuals for B-roll. So if you wanted to take this and, build this video outside of NotebookLM, you can hire somebody off Fiverr or any other platform to build this for you. But I'm going to show you how you can do it inside of NotebookLM, completely free. And so this is about 12 minutes in length, which is fine, which seems to match the source channel that plugged into it. And you can manually fix any of this scripting if you're not happy with it. So you can take it out, you can edit it, you can just prompt it inside of NotebookLM and let the AI do that for you. Once you're happy with the output, you need to save the note. So we're going to save to note and then we have it here. So what that means is that all this research that we've done inside of NotebookLM, we can actually plug it into the next step and use it as a source. Step number 5 is turning this script into a video, because NotebookLM doesn't just stop at scripts. It can generate the full video, including the visuals. So once you have the note saved, you want to click on these 3 buttons here and then convert to source. So when you look on the left-hand side of the source window here, you're going to see it here as a source. But this time we're going to toggle off all the video sources and we only want to select the actual script itself. Once that's selected, you can go over to the right-hand side here inside of the studio window and select video overview. And you have a few options inside of this. The format you have for 2 options. The first is explainer, the second is brief. And that really depends on how the source channels that you plug in, how they do their videos, right? If they are long form content and they go into detail, you probably want to use explainer for that. But since it's personal finance and most people don't really have a good handle on their personal finances, you might want to consider doing brief. So I'm going to use brief. And for the visual style, you have a few templates you can use inside of NotebookLM. We've also got a custom style, which you can build using prompts. But for this one, I'm going to use the whiteboard because I think it looks really cool. And then let's hit generate. And this will take anywhere between 2 to 5 minutes, depending on the length of the script, the inputs you're putting in. And once the video is complete, you'll get something that sounds like this.
Okay, let's dive into this powerful and perfectly legal financial strategy of the ultra rich. It's a huge question, right? And it gets to the very heart of how wealth really works. The answer?
And honestly, that's not bad, right? For a first pass, the sound, the pacing, it's even got images that correspond with certain parts of the speech. And yeah, I'm quite happy with this. Now, there is a caveat here because on the free plan with NotebookLM, there is a daily limit. So this video was about 2 minutes long, and that's obviously capped because I'm on the free tier. But honestly, the video quality is pretty damn good. And these type of finance podcasts are doing really well on YouTube. They're getting millions of views, they're monetized through the YouTube partner program, they've got external links to other products and services, and they're very engaging. What I like about this strategy is that NotebookLM doesn't really follow the script word to word. There seems to be an element of free thinking, and I actually don't mind that because I want the content that I'm generating to be quite unique, right? I just want the source material to be like an example, like a template, but I don't necessarily want to use their scripts or their titles, descriptions, and so on. Step number 6 is customizing the voice and adding some finishing touches, because the default voice might not actually fit your brand, and that's absolutely fine, because here's how you can swap it out in seconds and for completely free. So the first thing you want to do is click on these three dots and then download the video. Once you have that, head over to 11labs.io, and I've actually covered this platform on a previous video, but essentially it's just AI generated voice, and you can use it for scripts, pretty much anything you can think of. There is a free plan of something like 1,000 credits, so sign up with that, and then head over to where it says voice changer. What you want to do is upload the video. So mine was by borrowdie.mp4, and then you can select different voices, right? So the default and the one that I use quite a lot is Rachel, but you've got a ton of here on the free plan. Obviously, once you go on a paid tier, you're gonna have access to way more voices, but honestly, the free plan is more than enough. And once it's done, this is what it sounds like with Rachel.
Okay, let's dive into this powerful and perfectly legal financial strategy of the ultra rich. It's a huge question, right? And it gets to the very heart of how wealth really works. The answer is a simple 3-word strategy.
And so there you have it. You've got a video that's been generated with 11 Labs, and you've got a voice that you can actually customize. Now, if you want to bring it all together, you are going to need an editor like CapCut, or you can even do this on ClickChamp. So head over to both of those platforms. They're completely free. I actually use CapCut for my YouTube channel and absolutely love it. And there you have it. That's how you use NotebookLM to generate a faceless YouTube channel. And this is the perfect tool for speed-focused creators, because if you are just somebody that wants to knock out content, you want to create 10 videos in under an hour because you're working 9 to 5 and you want an AI side hustle, this is perfect for you. And I've seen lots of channels with lower quality videos than this, and they're going viral. The channel is monetized on YouTube, and they're also making revenue with external tools and services. So don't think that you need a glossy video to make an income using faceless videos. And this is just the tip of the iceberg, because like I said earlier, these finance style podcast videos are doing extremely well. And I may create a future video on how you can create an AI podcast, with similar types of tools that are completely free and all use AI. So if you love this tutorial, click on the video on screen, watch that one, like this video, leave your comments below, and try this out, right? Like, this is not going to take you long. You can knock out a few videos in a very short period of time. It's super easy. It's a lot of fun. And at this point of me recording this video, NotebookLM is completely free.